welcome back to the After School Project. It's been a minute since we last uploaded, but we are in a space now where we can upload on a more consistent basis. And remember, our purpose is to help you while you are in school to prepare for your life after school. In today's video, I want us to discuss something that's very important for thousands of South Africans, and that is, what should people who did not do so well in their matric do with their lives, or what's the next step for them. And I think this is particularly important for two types of people who completely failed their matric, and secondly, people who did not get the desired results, maybe for the course choices or study options that they prefer. I think for both, it's important to note that it's not the end of the world. We have this tendency in schools and in homes to prop up matric as this absolutely important thing that defines the rest of your life. And as important as it is in defining the types of courses and which institutions you can get into, it's certainly not a defining factor in the rest of your life. Remember, this is just 1 year that will not necessarily determine what happens in the next of your 50 or 70 living years. So the first option that I think people have is to rewrite their matric. And there are different options depending on whether or not you have failed your matric completely, or you have partial subjects that you did not do so well in, that you would like to rewrite those specific subjects. And this is not as taboo as some of our communities and even some of our teachers make it seem to be, because there are specific people who failed their matric or who failed particular subjects in their matric that went on to rewrite those subjects and are now doing well in life. Just this past week, I was speaking to a cardiologist who was telling me he had to rewrite his mathematics back when he was in matric because he did not do so well, and a bursary that he had gotten before was pulled out when the matric results came out because his mathematics was not so well. But he took that gap year, rewrote his matric, and now he's a specialist. He's a cardiologist. So it turned out well for him. And even though it was not a comfortable experience, he did it and it helped him. So there are 3 phases in which you can write or take the supplementary exam. The first phase or the first intake is for the March exam. And that obviously needs you to be very prepared because it's coming thick and fast, because it's literally 2 months from now that you need to be ready to write that specific subject. You can also have an option to write in June. There's another phase where you can write in September. But if you're looking in particular to get into the institution of your choice for the second semester intake, you probably need to have your rewrite by March already, so you can have your results in time for the applications for the second semester. But I would say if you can help it, take a much further option so you can have all the time you need to study and be completely ready for this exam and make sure that you can get those desired results that you're looking for. I think secondly, and these options are not mutually exclusive, so you can do all of these options together, or you can do either of these options depending on what suits you. I think the second thing you can do is getting a part-time job that can either help you with your living expenses in the year that you have that gap, or you can even use some of that money to save up for when you eventually go into an institution of your choice. Because even for people who have bursaries, even for people who have NSFAS, varsity life is still expensive, unless you have a supportive family who can give you all of the funds that you need. It would help to get a part-time job in the meantime that can help you save up for the upcoming year for some independence, even in the year that you're still at home. And I think thirdly, This is a personal recommendation. I would recommend that you get a monetizable skill. So that's basically a skill in an area of interest for you, something that you already like, and you basically just need to figure out, are other people interested in seeing value in this and eventually being able to pay for that. For example, it could be a skill like, if you can draw, maybe you can have portraits of people and sell those for those who find value in such things. For me, that's photography, even though it's way more than just a hobbyist skill at this point. But basically find a skill that you can monetize and that can help you even beyond your gap year. You might even see that with some people, the skill that they picked up in their gap year ended up showing them an interest area that ended up becoming a life choice, or even shaped some of their study choices post their gap year. And I think for more information on which centers and when you can rewrite your matric, if you're taking that option, you can visit the Department of Basic Education website, which I will link below. Also, for more information on what your matric results mean and how to know which courses you might be admitted to in varsity, a friend of mine, Tsepang, has an amazing video that explains all of that, plus what you can do with your matric results. So I'm also going to link that in the description below, but be sure to subscribe to this channel for more videos just like this. You can also check out our catalog of videos. You'll see that we do video lessons, animation lessons that will help you with your matric exams. So you'll definitely need our channel as you prepare for that rewrite. Also, share this, recommend this to somebody who might need this information or might need something that is on this channel, and see you in the next video. Thank you.